That's just because of the sweetness, but it's very good. I've yet to have one. I think one of his that isn't good.
They're definitely all good. Garlic parm. Do you got butter in this sauce?
Which one? Garlic parm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little buttery. Super good. All right. So I know you have a history with Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Spent a lot of time there. Tell me about your relationship with the city of Nashville. What does Nashville mean to you?
Nashville is, I have a lot of really, really good friends down in Nashville still. And so one just texted me last night just talking about, how much he missed writing. And it'll always be, it's like a home away from home in a way, because I'm glad to be here in Canal Fulton. I love the small town feel. But when we do go back to Tennessee, it's nice to see all those friends and who I knew for years and worked together. So it's a home away from home for sure.
Was that influential as a writer, just being around? Nashville is, you have New York, you have LA. Nashville is a big, big songwriting city. And in your writing style, I hear that Nashville style. They're very much about the lyrics and telling a story. So what's, that influence on you?
It's like if you think you're, great at something, like my brothers, when I was real little and I was wrestling, they'd always put me in like the wrestling room and they'd tell me to go wrestle the biggest guy in the room. And just to make me better. That's kind of what Nashville is when you move there as a songwriter, because you're like, oh, I'm good. And then you move down there and then it's like, no, you're not. And so you're around some of the best. And so it's a humbling, experience for sure. But at the same time, you get so much better being around people that are great. It's just natural, like you're going to get better. And so Nashville is, if you're trying to be a songwriter or a singer and go down there, there's millions of them, but you'll definitely get better at it for sure.
Awesome. Beautiful. All right, what do we have next? I think we got barbecue up next.
Yep.
As the wings get hotter, so do the questions. So.
Oh boy.
All right, LP's most fiery hot barbecue.
Oh,
not purple Dorito flavored, just saying. That's a throwback.
Oh, okay. Was that from the last one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We got a bee. Come on now. This bee is trying to get some hot sauce. Get out of here. All right, most fiery hot barbecue. All over my face.
Well, the title describes it perfectly, because it's like a great barbecue sauce with the heat of a hot sauce. So, great job, man.
That one's really good. I need a napkin, but here we go. All right, so, excuse me, I'm still chewing. So, before this next question, I want to give a shout out to Kathy Corral for sponsoring the Canal Life Market. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We love you. All right, so this next question.
Also, a shout out to Haley. She's the real MVP here with the paper
Hey,
towels.
oh, there you go.
Right.
All right, so I was listening to A Whole Lot Better last night, and there's a lot of songs on that. A Whole Lot Better, Ain't For Sale, where you talk about transformation a lot, or even album to album. I feel like you're always pushing forward, and you're always also looking inward, and there's a lot about transformation. So I guess what I want to ask is, what's that process for you? I feel like there's a lot of transforming going on, and can you tell us a little about that? Definitely in your songs, and I imagine that reflects your life as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of the songs, pretty much almost a lot of the songs or most of the songs I put out are all personal experiences or stuff I actually experienced, and that's another thing as a songwriter is you're gonna have to be willing to be vulnerable. And it may be hard for you to sing a song like I do, I Think I Met Jesus or Another Shot or songs like that, and the whole world, could hear the song, but you're putting it out there because you experienced it. And 9 times out of 10, when I put out a song like that and I'm worried or nervous because I'm like, you're really kind of showing your hand to everybody, to the public. And 9 times out of 10, somebody comes up to me and they're like, the same thing happened to me. That happened to me. And then they're blown away that you also experienced it. And so it's like, if I can grow, like as I'm growing as a human being, and I'm writing about it, then chances are there's somebody out there listening to my songs. It's like, wow, this guy gets it, because that's what we are. I mean, everybody's kind of going through a lot of the same things. And so if you're nervous about it, somebody else is already going through it, across the world or across the country, whatever it is. But yeah.
I appreciate that answer, because as I was listening, I